ready.
Is it recording?
Yeah, we're ready.
Oh shit, okay. Alright, cool.
Hello. I am Gabriel Hernandez, and this is
Kayla Ayum.
Thank You for Coming.
So the inspiration behind it came from me getting laid off of my job in 2023, like early 2023. I just remember like going through the motions and telling myself that everything is going to be perfectly okay. And I remember just being in my bathroom and like listening to music, dancing, flowing with my energy. And I was like, okay, I want to recreate this moment exactly. And so I brought it to Gabe. It's going to be like a 2-minute video. Like I didn't want anything to be that long. I wanted it to be super quick. He was just like, no, you have a little bit more to say to this story. Let's take our time. Let's flush it out.
She said 2 minutes. I was like, fuck a 2 minutes. Like what are we gonna do with 2 minutes? Social media is cool, but we're trying to make movies. Every time we work. At first it was just 3 people just trying to get it done. Me, her, and A&T actually. It was just us 3 in the beginning. We didn't even book enough time in the studio. We were like 1 hour short. We were learning on the fly. You know what I'm saying? It was cool to be able to get her vision and turn it into what we have now. It's a 3-part series, and it's kind of nice to know that our art could touch people in the way it did. So
I am continuously growing as a storyteller for sure. I never wrote a script before in my life before everything's flowing, I would say. Everything's Fine was more like a journal entry and not really so much dialogue between characters. Fast forwarding to episode 3 when it's like a 20-minute film and it's between 4 different characters and they're male characters who I'm not a male. So, you know, like just coming from that space of having to study movies, study scripts, study screenplays, all of that, it has been a journey, a really fun one. I feel like I'm continuously growing as a storyteller. It's definitely in me to write, so just always wanting to expand that.
Keep writing. Over and over.
Yeah.
Every episode, there was a different person that I was watching. Kogo Nada is a director. He did this movie called After Yang. I was watching the hell out of that movie at that time. Emmanuel Lubetsky, he's this Mexican cinematographer. Gorgeous work, and a lot of it is natural light. We do a lot of low-budget shooting, so it framed my mind when it came to like composition. It was a good inspiration for that time for sure. And in episode 3, shoot, we were up here. My inspiration really came from like novels. A lot of storytelling framed the way I wanted to shoot things, the way I wanted to move. I mean, I find inspiration every day in different things, so every episode had its different inspiration for it, really.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I think shooting episode 3 in a whole was a risk just because it was in a whole different state. Everyone were in different locations. It was cold as hell when we were shooting. Like there were so many elements that went into episode 3. But I had a vision and I knew how I wanted to wrap up the story. I inevitably lived the story before shooting it, so I had to see it through its, how do you say that?
Had to see it through, my boy.
Had to see it through. So yeah, I think it was a huge risk, but of course it was worth it in the end. Everything's Fine is our baby, and I'm just glad that we wrapped it up in the way that we did. Literally triplets.
Ooh, in one word or sentence? Using your resources, man, really. A lot of people get caught up on, we can't do this, we can't do that, we don't have money for this, we don't have the actors for that. Well then, what do you have? And whatever it is that you have, use that shit. Every movie we make, we learn from it. None of the people that helped us in the first 3 films were filmmakers. Whatever you have around you, use it, because if you sit around and wait, you ain't going nowhere. Like, you ain't going nowhere. Like, just get it out there, get it done. You know what I'm saying? So,
strap in. Filmmaking is a lot of work. Like you really have to love what you're doing. You might hate it at times, but overall you have to really like appreciate the whole entire process. You can do it. Even though you haven't done it before, you have the skill sets, you know what you want to do. So go all out.
Ooh. In episode 2, the scene where Izzy, French's character, shout out Frenchie.
Frenchie.
She's in her room and she's listening to a voicemail from Nick. At that time, I was working with these anamorphic lenses, and these really cool streaks of light came out. I was really like, not just impressed by the work, but just impressed by the whole scene that we put together. That scene, I remember us not really knowing what we were gonna do with it, and we just kind of sat with the setting. And that was the first time I really thought to myself, when you get there, the art will speak to you somehow. We can inflict emotion on anybody just visually.
I don't want to say it's a hard question, because I feel like every single film was so personal to me. And it's funny, like, all the titles for the episodes, those were already thought out way in advance, but it's just so funny how life and manifestation and all of that kind of works. I think they're all very, very personal to me. Episode 3 might have been like the most transformative for me, just because of how long the script is, how many more characters I had to work with, and because it was just a very like pivotal time in my personal life. So yeah, I think all of it is... What was the question specifically? Which scene specifically would probably be the one in episode 3 where Nick and Leah gets into their fight. That's a very like on-spot experience, but I'm also really glad that like I have these episodes to look back on and kind of close these chapters, because it is time. It is time, you know? So
Everything's fine, bro. It really is, dog. Like, it's just, we're gonna wake up every day. Your family's gonna wake up every day. Even the days they don't, you live the full life with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever happens for a reason. Whatever it is that you're pressuring yourself to do, if you sit back and don't believe in yourself, you're only gonna make things worse, dog. Like, as bad as you think things are, it could be worse. So if there's something that we want people to take away from, is the fucking title of the series, dog. Like, everything is fine. You're good. Get up and do it.
a lot of the time people kind of underestimate themselves and how powerful they really are, and they kind of let their worries, their beliefs about themselves, or limiting beliefs about themselves kind of get in their way of their true potential. If they kind of knew how powerful they are and how they can make anything happen no matter where they are, what's going on around them, how much money is in their bank account, it truly doesn't matter. Back to the title, everything's fine, everything is flowing. Sometimes everything might be fucked, but
then
at the end of the day,
around.
it's going to be okay, and that's the point. I'm Kayla Ayum, director and screenwriter of the Everything's Fine series.
I'm Gabriel Hernandez, director of photography of said Everything's Fine series.
We thank you for listening to our lovely interview today, and we hope you enjoy our series. Good night, America. Talk to you soon.
All the Americas, north, south, central.
Goodbye.
But if you're across